Hello to everyone today. We're back in the Tonomi test kitchen doing one of my favorite dishes, and that's a beautiful breaded fried eggplant. I don't know if you know eggplant or aubergine, but for me it's one of the best vegetables out there. If it's cooked correctly, it almost tastes like a wonderful, nice actually steak, if you will. Nice piece of meat. So to start, for when I fry eggplant, I take the skin off, because it tends to not get soft like the beautiful meat of the eggplant or the aubergine. So I do take the skin off, but if I'm baking the whole eggplant, I'll pre-bake the skin. Sometimes I'll stuff an eggplant. I will pre-bake the skin, and then I'll use the skin to put my filling in. But today we're going to do a beautiful fried eggplant, and I think you're going to enjoy this. So I am going to, like I say, peel my eggplant first. And I'm sorry to have to put you through this. But what we're going to do today is we're going to make a wonderful breading mixture with a bit of paprika, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. We are going to use a little bit of salt to taste, and we're going to use our wonderful Tonomi cassava flour. Now I only use Tonomi because the Tonomi brand is organic, it's non-GMO, there's no fillers in it. The only thing you get in our cassava flour is cassava, there's nothing else. So again, that's why I like the Tonomi cassava flour. Plus, to be honest, I own the company with my partner, Dr. Kojo. So Dr. Kojo is our majority owner. And again, I love working with Dr. Kojo. So like I say, first thing we're going to do is we are going to get rid of this skin. And there's our wonderful, wonderful eggplant. Now, one thing I like to do, is my own personal preference, is a lot of people like to cut the eggplant this way into nice circles. I tend to like to cut it lengthwise. And for me, that gives it just a wonderful, beautiful texture. Like I mentioned to you, almost like a wonderful piece of meat or a steak. It's meaty, it's well put together. And that's how I prefer it. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like, it's a wonderful piece of aubergine or eggplant. Then as far as starting this process, we are going to take a 1/2 cup of milk. We're going to take an egg. We're going to absolutely mix the two together in a beautiful way. Then we are going to take our eggplant, or aubergine. I grew up calling it eggplant. A lot of people like it to call it aubergine. We're going to make sure it's nicely soaked on each side. And then we're actually going to put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. I think it actually, the refrigerator actually helps the breading stick better to the aubergine or the eggplant. And that's what we want. So let me put this in the fridge, and we'll come back in a little bit. Thank you. So here we are working on our breaded and air-fried aubergine again. Coming back to it, as we mentioned, we'll make the breading now. What we have here is our beautiful Tonomi cassava flour. As mentioned, it is 100% cassava flour. There is no fillers, gluten-free, non-GMO. Our cassava flour and our tapioca is organic. In addition, we do also have banana flour and plantain flour, which is fun to bake with. So in addition, for my breading, I like to use Italian allspice. So you get a little bit of everything in there. You get a little bit of oregano, basil, all of the things you would expect. I do like to put just a touch of paprika in my breading. I think it gives it a nice taste. And then as far as a little bit of spice, a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of spilled onion powder. And I take that, I like to mix it up really nice. Oh, this is going to be nice. I covered the spilled stuff. Then I like to lay it out on a plate, because I think that is the best way to get my aubergines nicely coated and covered. I have a greased bake tin that I will use for my aubergine. And I am getting my eggplant out of my refrigerator. Oh, very nice. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. And then we will commence with the breading. So finally, our two beautiful pieces of the process come together. So again, we have our eggplant, our aubergine, in a nice, beautiful steak-like setting. We put it into the breading, rub it in there really nice. And then again, we put it right on the greased pan. And in fact, something I've learned to use here recently, since we got a new stove, was an air fryer. I've never used an air fryer before, but I have to say I find it to be a wonderful tool. It actually gives you the same consistency, same cooking type as pan fried, with a lot less mess. So I'm very happy there. As you can see, nice coating on our eggplant. Put nice beautiful breading on it. And finally the last guy. There we are. So like I mentioned, I probably ran out of room there a little bit, but we'll get the little guy on something else. But again, there we are, already beautiful, almost looks like wonderful meaty steaks to go into the air fryer. Of all things, my wife, who's not Italian, made spaghetti sauce today. So we'll probably top these off with a bit of spaghetti sauce and a little cheese. So we'll come back when we're ready to put them in the oven. Thank you. Once again, breaded with beautiful Tonomi cassava flour. And it's going right into the oven. I think about 4 minutes on each side should do it. Then we'll probably put a little tomato sauce on top and some nice provolone cheese. So I pulled these out of the oven. They were about 3 minutes on each side. I'm flipping them over and putting them back in for about 3.5 minutes again on the other side. And then what we'll do is we'll put a little tomato sauce and some wonderful provolone cheese right on top. So finally, our beautiful Tonomi cassava flour. Organic, non-GMO, halal, kosher, all the beautiful things. Oh my goodness, this looks fantastic. Thanks guys. We'll do another one soon.